Hi guys, and welcome to a PowerPoint presentation of a calculator. This is actually at a request of one of my viewers out there. Let me show you guys his request. So let's come down here. There we go. That is it right here. So can you please do an update on the PowerPoint calculator video from 9 years ago? That's a long time. Said how would I add this to a slide? Like when the PowerPoint is in presentation mode. So that is what you would like me to do. So you would like it to be in the presentation mode. So what I've done is I've actually do it as a presentation mode. Is another program that I did years ago as well. So let's go back to the calculator itself. Calculator is the main subject for the tutorial, so let me show you guys how that works. So let's subtract and let's add 100 to that. That should give us about 24. So 28. Okay, now let's multiply that by 3. Okay, multiplied by 12 and maybe add 2000 to that. There we go. And you can see the backspace. And let's assume we say 58 multiplied by 9. You change your mind, multiply that by 2. There we go. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take you guys back into the slide itself, PowerPoint slide, and we put one of these together. So let's do that now, guys. So I'm going to right click and we start a new project, or we can just come right in here and just select new blank page. Get rid of all of these. I don't need that. Now, the most important bit is you need this developer. So if you don't have the developer, go straight into File, select Options, and inside the option, this should pop up and come right here where you have the Customize ribbon. Click on the Customize ribbon. On the dialog pops up, scroll right down. You should be able to see the developer there. All you just need to do is make sure it is checked and click on OK. Once that is sorted, the next thing is you see the developer menu here. Click on it and let's select the button, or let's select the text first. That is the text. So I'm going to enable, and I'm also going to add buttons. Add one button there. Okay, and that's the properties. So let's select the properties as well because we're going to need that. And I will then change the fonts. Let's change the name of that very button, CMB. So I'm going to call that BS for backspace. Okay, and the font of that very button, I want to change that because I intend to increase the size of everything. And let's increase this text. First of all, change the name to TXT display for the text box. Now, see, scroll right down, you see where we have text align. Drop it down, let's select align to the right. And the text content on it will be 0. Let's see the font size as well. Let's make sure that is 24 bold. There we go. So that is fine. Now the next thing is I'm going to copy this very button. So hold on to your control, click and drag. We have 2. Click and drag again. We have 3. Let's have another one. We have 4 here. Okay, that would do. Now let's copy this. I should be able to click drag. I don't know why that keep happening, but let's do it individually. Okay, click and drag there. And this, I need to change the size to 24. This as well. Make that 24. Go 24. Okay, hold on to the control, click and drag. I'm going to select it all and panel and move them up. I need a bit of room here. I think I'm going to need about, yeah, I'm going to need one more extra. Yeah, and one more. Get rid of this. I need a couple more. And one more here. Yeah. Okay, these two, I'm going to change their font size. I don't know why it keeps changing. There we go. Right, that's fine. And here, this is going to be backspace. So for the backspace, I'm going to add an image I copied from. I downloaded an image online. So let's grab all of the image. I think it's here. Let's grab all of them and see. Yeah, this one we do. Yeah, that's the backspace in there. And this one is going to be C. This very one will be CE. CE. Play entry. No, that should be CMB. Play entry. And change the text content to just C. Okay, this one is going to be C. And this is, there we go, CMB. And this is going to be plus minus. In the case of the plus minus, I can always get that from here. Let's come right down here and just go to the, yeah, there we go, symbols. Grab hold of that, minimize that, select this and place the symbol right inside the caption. There, and change the name of these to CMBPM. That is fine. Okay. Next is going to be 7 CMB7. CMB7, change the text to 7. Next is going to be 8. That is 8. It's 9. This is going to be the plus. So let's enter a plus there. And here is going to be CMB. Maybe add. So that's fine. And this is going to be 4. 4. CMB4. This is 5. CMB5. Next is going to be CMB6. All that subtract. This is sub. And in there, enter the sub sign. Next is going to be 1. CMB1. That's 2. CMB2. I just feel it's right you give them appropriate name. That's why I'm naming them CMB3 so that you don't get confused. and this is going to be, let's just call that either multiplication or division, whatever, CMD mod, and change this to multiplication sign. And here it's going to be CMD division, and change the sign to division sign. This is going to be equals to the equal sign, and here is going to be decimal. So this is going to be known as CMD this, and here this one is going to be 0, and the name CMD 0. There we go, all done. Now the choice is yours if you want to change the slide. However, you don't have to, but if you want to change it, just click on that and you come here to design, change the slide to whatever color you want or whatever design you want in here. This is the design that I used, so you can do that. The choice is yours. But the most important bit is done. So let's go back to our developer, select the properties. Okay, so now let's start work with some coding. I'm going to double click on this backspace. Okay, so first of all, let me get rid of all of these. I'll leave the backspace alone because I have that. So the very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to declare my variable. So let's say option explicit and declare the following variable. So first number. So you start declaring your variable by entering dim, okay? DIM, dim. That stands for declare variable. Then the second one is going to be second num. Then I'm going to enter resolve. The three variables are going to be using the double data type. There we go. And finally, I will also declare another variable. I will call that option as spring. There we go. Done. All my variables taken care of. Now, okay, before I go any further, I'm going to save it. So let's click on the save button, and I'm just going to give it, let's call it, I'm just going to call it PPT calculator YP. Now, you see where it says save as type? I'm just going to save it as a macro enable. This one, okay, macro enable. Click on save. There we go. Now, before I go any further, see if I come in here and let's click on the presentation tab. You see the slideshow. If you click on that and you enter any value in here and you close this, when you open it again, the value still remain the same. But I want it to default back to 0. Okay, I want it to be back to 0, but that's impossible. So for me to be able to achieve that, the very first thing I'm going to do now, right underneath here, I'm going to create a function. I'll call that sub. Let's say on slideshow change page change on slideshow page change. I want you to do as follows. So all I just want you to do is txt display dot text equals the value 0. That's it. Okay, that should take care of that very error because the default value is 0. So which means it must always be 0. So if I come in here now, okay, let's click on the slideshow and I enter whatever value in here. Okay, close it. If I dare go back to my slideshow, see it default back to 0. That's how I want it to be. Okay, now let's go back in here. Okay, let's go back to the code view. Now, the next thing I want to do is I want to now create a function that I will use for the buttons. So right underneath here again, I'm just going to say, let's just copy all of this, paste it in there, and I'll just call that append digit. Yeah, that'll do, append digit. Okay, append digit, then I want append digit to take in the following argument. So let's just say digit, that's string. So the string, this digit are going to be string, and that is the number on the buttons. So let's use an if statement. So if txt display equals 0, then, and I want whatever we have inside txt display to be equals to digits. There. Else, txt display will be equals txt display and digits. So come right down here. Okay, equals txt display and digits. So, and if. That's the function. Okay, that's the function that will drive all the buttons. So all I just need to now do is append digits. That will be the name of each button. So let's come in here now. Button 7, double click on 7. Append, that will be 7. There. First of all, let me copy this, paste it for the rest. Just enter 7 there. That is it, done. Go to the next one. Append, that's button 8. Just enter 8 in there. And the next one, 9. Paste. That is 9. Alright, I'm just going to try it out now. So come right here, click on this slideshow. So we can just say 7 and so on. You see that, guys? See how easy that is. Okay, that's why I'm using that very method. If I run it again, it should automatically become 0. So that's fine. Okay, back into our code, we've done 9. So let's take care of 4. That's 4. And one other thing, I can just copy all of these and just change it around. So I have 4. So that would be 5. And this is 5. And this will be 6. Then I have 1, 1, 2, 2. Then I have 3. That should take care of all of the buttons. That is 3. 3. I also have 0. Let's take care of that now. And that is 0. And here is 0 as well. Okay, that's what the naming is important. I think this one is, I think this is what I wrote in there, I believe. Yeah, let me check first. I'm writing here. So let's 0 go to the properties. Yeah, it's CBN 0. So let's go in there. Yeah, that's correct. So all I then need to do is try it out. Click on the slideshow, and there we go, man. That's fine. See how easy that is. Okay, the numbers are taken care of. So let's take care of all these other ones and these ones here. So this two will be clear. So double click on this. So that's just to reset the whole lot to 0. So I can just say digit is 0. Copy that, dump it in there. Yeah, let's change that to 0. Now, let's take care of clear entry. In the case of the clear entry itself, I'm going to double click on that. Clear entry. Where is that? Oh, there we go. So with the clear entry, I'm going to declare two variables, two local variables. The first value is, let's see if append 0 is going to work. The first value append 0, or we can just say txt. But let's try it out. Append 0 and no equals. Just leave it as append 0. If it doesn't work, I change it around. So let's say dim f comma s as string character. Get rid of this comma. As string character. Now f equals first number. Let me just say by value. By value s equals by value second number. There we go. Now let's clear f. F equals clear. S equals clear. That's it. That should take care of my backspace. Right, so the next thing is I'm going to take care of the operators. So if I take care of the operators, I'll be able to test it out. So let's come in here. Let's take care of this. So all of these are done. Let's take care of the plus. So the plus, I'm just going to say first number. First number, that is going to be equals. Let's say by value. Exe display dot get. Okay, taking whatever we have in there. In that case, operator is going to be equals the plus sign. Once that is sorted, clear the system, clear the display. Okay, equals clear. So what's happening in here is when you click on any number, the number is stored inside this variable, and OP, which is the operator, is then recognized, and that is saved inside OP. Then this whatever text you have in there is cleared. Alright, so let me copy that, and I'm going to use that for the other three actually. So that is for subtract. So change the operator to subtract. Next, minus, paste. Change the operator to minus. Next, division, paste. Change the division to plus to division sign. Save, select the slide, and let's click on slide. So here I'm now going to say 9 multiplied by 3, but unfortunately I don't, this is not reading it, so I wouldn't know. Okay, so I can clear. No, I cannot. I need to go and change that to txt display. Right, where is it? It's right here. Yeah, that should be txt display for 0. Okay, I'm back in here. Okay, guys, take a good look at the play entry. Okay, I wasn't meant to append it. I was just meant to call it txt display equals that. Okay, have a good look at it, please. All right, I've changed it around, so I'm going to run it again. Click on slideshow. Let's see what's going to happen with the play entry. Okay, this is meant to be txt display as well. So double click on C. Change that to txt display equals that. It was not meant to append anything there. Okay. Alright, go back in there. Let's try it out again. Right click and select. Okay then. Play. There we go. You see that? That's fine. And this as well. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So we now need to take care of the equals. With the equals, I'll be able to tell if my clear entry works as expected. So with equals, double click on the equal sign. Let's just grab hold of all of these. That is the equals there. So second number, take off whatever value we have inside the text box, so it as the second number. And now I'm going to use, let's just use select case. What are we selecting from is going to be OP, the operator. In that case, there's a case, a plus sign, that is going to be txt display. Paste that here, and that's going to be first number plus second number. Grab all of first number, paste it here, plus second number. There we go. I think maybe I can put by value. Yeah, there. Okay. Wow, you don't have to. Let's take off that. Just leave it like that. And that's the first one taken care of. Let's take care of the second one. That is going to be subtract. They want to take care of multiplication and division. Multiplication, division. There we go. Now, in the case of division, if the end user end up dividing by 0, I want an error message. If second noun equals 0, then let the text box display the message. So I'm just going to copy this. txt display equals and not divide by 0. There we go. Else, do the following. Do not divide by 0, else just do this. So I'm going to say and if then. Right. Else, let's just say case else. So in case the end user enter whatever value in there, I want my else statement to just maybe txt display equals invalid, something like that. Txt display, let's say invalid operator. There we go. That's it. And I'm just gonna say and select. Okay, that is my equals, guys. Good look at that. Now I'm going to save and just run it and see. Run. Select the slideshow. Let's say multiply by 9. No, I don't want to multiply by 9. I want to multiply by 2. So get rid of that. Enter 2. That should give me 104. There we go. So clear entry is working. Alright, so let's say plus, working fine. Minus, divide. Okay, it's working fine. Alright, I only need to take care of decimal, backspace, and plus minus. Alright, let's take care of maybe backspace. Double click on backspace. There we go, that's the backspace right there. So I'm going to use conditional statement in there. If there's a txt display is not equals to 0, it's not equal to 0, and txt display if it's not equals nothing, then txt display equals whatever. Let's say txt display equals left txt display or txt display lane txt display minus 1. Let's end if and see end if. And I'm going to use another if statement here. If is 0. Okay, let's try this out first before I do any other thing. Alright, enter some value in there. Let's see. There we go. But if it's empty, I want it to default back to 0. So that's working. So I'm going to go back in here and just grab hold of all of these. I don't need it all. And come right down here, paste. And if it's 0, let's do this. If it's empty, change the value we have inside txt display. Change the value we have here to 0. There we go. So I'm going to try that out. Run. Okay. Clear. The last one, and it should default to 0. There we go. Fine. That's fine. So let's take care of this. Then this. Exit out. Let's double click on the plus minus. Right up here, that's the plus minus. So first of all, I'm going to declare the following variable. Beam, let's say q as double. And we'll say q equals by value, whatever we have inside txt display. Let's just copy that. So that will become txt display equals value minus 1. So let's say txt display equals by value minus 1 multiplied by q. So that take care of plus minus. So what I've just done here is just add minus to that. So let's come in and see plus minus. Let's say 9 plus minus. If I press plus minus again, plus equals positive. Okay, then let's say multiply by 3 minus 27 plus 30. If it's right, the answer should be 3. There we go, that's correct. Okay, so that is fine, taken care of. Now, finally, we need to take care of the decimal. All right, so let's end the slideshow. Double click on that. Okay, so I'm going to use an if statement. If is in string as txt display dot text dot comma, sorry, and if that is decimal there equals 0, then txt display equals txt display equals txt display plus the decimal. I'm gonna grab all of the, let's say, plus cmb decimal dot caption, and that's it. I'm just gonna say end. So this I should be able to append the decimal sign. Alright, so let's see. I'm gonna save it and let's run it. Come in here. There we go. That's fine. Multiply that by 3. There. Okay, let's add a 0 on that. Clear, clear. There we go, guys. Look at that. See that? And that's how you create your own slideshow. Okay, now you won't be able to tell if it's a slideshow or not. If I click on it, it should just take me to a blank page. But if you want to know that it's a slideshow, you can always right click here and just select new slide. See that? And just enter whatever we want to enter. So this is how you create your own calculator in the form of a slideshow. I believe that is what you want. So I'm just going to copy something here and just dump it in here. There we go. So if I run my program now, click my slide, carry out whatever I want to do, go to the next slide. You see that? So with that, my man, I'm going to call it the end of this tutorial. I suppose you enjoyed it, and I believe I've answered your request. So with that, I'm going to say bye for now. And please do subscribe to my channel, and you can also join to become a member of the channel. Bye. You have a nice day now.